if you look at you had a huge deficit out there from 947 surplus to 586. There was a big decline in your current assets. And what do you attribute that to?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. In 2024, the current asset, like the revenue, stock, we actually consume all the stock. Then you can see that our liabilities were also paid.
You see that your current ratio went from 12 to 1
to 6.6. Yes,
that's a 50% decline.
Decline, yes.
And you need to keep an eye on it.
Yes.
Let's look at management issues. Students' indebtedness, 350,000. What has happened to this amount?
Honorable Chair, as at now, the college has been able to retrieve 333,018 cedis, 58 pesewas, representing 94.29%, leaving a balance of 19,989.95. That is 5.71% to be collected.
And when are you going to collect this?
So, Chair, with this, this debt runs from past students who have completed the college from 2016 to 2022. So measures have been put in place for the students to pay their fees before issuance of their certificates.
Since 2016,
Yes.
18, you think 2026 the person will pay?
So, Chair, what I'm saying is that these students have completed. They are not more students. In most cases, they are students who have either referred or other issues with their results. So at the time of their completion, their certificates were not ready. So these students, they are not bothered to pay until they hear that their certificates are ready.
So those who didn't do well, they are the ones not paying?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
But they don't care.
Because they don't care. The person failed and you want the person to pay school fees. Okay, you've collected about 95% of it, right? Keep on working on the rest of it and then collect all the amounts, okay? So of it, and then collect all the amounts, okay? All right, Gambaga, you are discharged. You are done.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Let's call University of Technology and Applied Science. Okay, now let's go to some assemblies. Mamprusi District Assembly.
Yes.
Since we are going to swear in assemblies, if the representatives of Zoom Lion is here, he may want to administer the oath also to the Zoom Lion representative.
Please you raise your hand and say after me. In the name of Almighty Allah, swear.
The evidence I shall give before this committee, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Could you please introduce yourself to the committee?
I'm Abdurrahman Abdulaziz, District Chief Executive for Mamprusi District.
I'm Ishaq Yakub, District Coordinating Director.
I am Idris Fusini, auditor.
Okay. Now let's go straight to missing. Yes. You have an issue with the missing equipment. It's a grader owned by the assembly. Where is the grader?
Thank you, Honorable. I would like to take the opportunity to thank the missing grader, and not just the grader and genset as reported. The grader is currently in Bolgatanga, in the Upper East region. Serial time of the audit were really not missing. Rather, it was equipment. It was realized that the equipment cannot be repaired, including the genset. So when this information of my current chief executive constituted a board of survey to look into those equipment and provide recommendation as to the way forward. We received...
Let me ask you a few questions.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a few questions.
Okay.
When you take an equipment like that, a grader, to the shop,
Yeah.
do you take it there bare hands or you come back bare hands? When you went there, didn't they give you any paperwork? Like a work order?
Yeah, so...
No, I'm asking questions and
Yeah,
you're not giving me the answers.
Okay.
Did they give you a paperwork like a work order or a bill or estimate? Did they give you that?
Current management, upon review of documentation of the assembly, there was no any formal works order.
Were you there at the time of the audit?
At the time of the audit, there was no any formal works order.
Were you?
No, I wasn't around.
Who was around at the time of the audit?
I think amongst us, it's only the internal auditor who was around.
Where is the internal auditor?
Yeah.
Now, internal, why is he answering instead of you? Was there any work order?
No, please.
Why would you send a grader to the shop and not have any work order?
Honorable Chair, as at the time I was not there, I also went there and met the situation. So I didn't know the arrangement that was done before it was sent for the repairs.
Isn't that convenient that a machine that was taken to a shop in Boko, they found out that the machine wouldn't work, and all of a sudden they've put together a tender committee, and they've disposed of the machine?
Honorable, I would like to further provide these explanations. I think when the issue happened and we assumed duty in the office, we tried to look at the outstanding audit issues together with our chief executive. We invited...
Sir, where is the machine now?
It's in Bolgat,
The machine is in Bolga.
in the Upper East
Do you
region.
have the work order?
That's the explanation I'm providing.
Sir,
No, we don't have it.
we have several assemblies. We are
Yeah.
not here to listen to
Okay.
testimonies.
No, we don't have the works order.
So, gentlemen, when you say you are not there, you and I were not there.
Yeah.
What about the people who are there? Where have they been? Have they been moved to any other district?
Yes, the coordinating director then has been transferred to the
Transferred to who?
Northeast Regional Coordinating Council.
And then the rest to where?
And the chief executive is no longer in the office. at the
Yeah,
moment.
so
Yeah.
the chair, we need to summon the former coordinating director, unless it's at the regional level. We need to summon him.
Yes, clerk, take note of that. He needs to come and answer this. You send a machine. Yes, you take a huge machine like this to a shop and there's no work order. So machine is still sitting at Boko,
Bolga.
Bolga,
Yeah.
and you are in the process of disposing of it.
Yeah, we, yes, please.
Has anybody assessed to find out what is wrong with the machine?
Yes, please.
And the person has given you a report on it.
Yes.
That report, have you shared with the auditors?
We have the Board of Survey report.
Sir,
Mr. Chair.
sir, please, listen to the questions and give me the answers.
Okay.
Have you shown it to the auditors? Is
Yes,
it
please. Yes,
or
please.
no?
The Board of Survey report has been shared with the district auditor.
Madam.
Yes, the auditors here, have you shared with them?
The regional rep of the minister and chief director, please, if you are here, can you call the former coordinating director who happens to be in the region to come over?
The regional auditor, are you here? He called me earlier on. Is he here? I mean, regional, yeah, RCC, the auditor. You are
Yes,
here.
so if
are
you can call
listening
them
the
to come.
instruction?
Yeah.
Northeast.
Northeast, they're not
Northeast.
here. Oh, okay, okay. So, coordinating director, you said it's been certified that you can dispose it of.
Yes, please.
What is the process? What process do you put in place to dispose
Yeah,
an equipment?
So, like I was explaining initially,
No, it is not your explanation. I'm only asking a question. What process do you
So-
go through to dispose of an equipment?
as we speak, since now we have the Board of Survey report, we have written to the State Transport Corporation to come and assess those assets and give us a report on it. Then we follow up with the necessary steps as per the PFM Act and Government of Ghana stores regulations.
So what is the process? What does the PFM Act say? What does the stores regulation say on
So
disposal of assets?
Yeah, so the process is that after we receive the Board of Survey report and it has been approved, we engage the STC to do the evaluation. After the evaluation, then we formally write to Ministry of Finance for approval. After the approval, then we engage an auctioneer to do public auctioning. In summary, that's...
Thank you. You know your job, and I'm happy you know your job.
Thank you.
The internal auditor, we are being told that an equipment was disposed of without it going through the necessary processes. He is a new person, or at that time to you, again, were not there.
I think my chief executive.
Can you speak into the mic?
I think my chief executive will answer this, please.
When he wasn't there,
Thank you, Honorable Chair. This equipment do not belong to the assembly. They were confiscated items from the mine site. That is illegal mining site. So those items, assembly didn't have hands in retrieving them and then selling of them. It was DASEC. And as at the time of audit, we didn't have any information regarding the sale of them. So we couldn't give appropriate answer.
but was it in your possession when the assembly came to audit?
No.
So how come the auditors said that it was your equipment which you sold without going through the proper disposal process, please?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. The item seized, some part of it was money, fiscal cash, and that money was deposited in the assembly's accounts.
Item seized, part
Yes.
of it was fiscal cash.
Yes, please. There were monies among the items seized.
And what items were seized apart from the cash?
There was a tipper truck. A tipper truck was there. There was a generator, water pumping machine, some electric cables, among other things.
The auditors are saying that you received the money in respect of the disposal of the assets of 84,000 Ghana cedis.
Yes, please.
But I thought you said a few minutes ago that the equipment did not belong to you. You did not know how it was disposed of, yet you received monies from the disposal. How is that possible?
It was the safekeeping.
Sir, you said that the equipment did not belong to you. Why was the money deposited in the assembly's account? It's not yours.
Honorable Chair, as a coordinating director who assumed duty in the district somewhere September last year, in fact, I did extensive work on this issue. And I would like to report to the committee and also advise colleagues, especially coordinating directors, that when auditors audit and ask us to respond to issues, we need to take our responses very serious, assemble our team to do the right thing. When you look at the
Maybe
response...
because it's coming from one of their own, they will
Yeah.
take it wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So when you look at the response provided by management then and the facts on the ground, you wonder why management then really responded to I think there was a fine opportunity to let auditors know what actually happened. Like he said, There is this mining community in the district, Nanguruma, and at the peak of the call by citizens to stop illegal mining, community members went to this community, vandalized equipment. There were existing excavators that they removed some parts, the control boards and the like. So this issue came to the attention of the District Security Council. Then the District Security Council visited the site and salvaged a number of items, including a tipper truck. And as per the report's engagement with the former DCE and fax reports on file, dissect minutes, it indicates that an amount of 84,000 and those equipments were salvaged at the site. The other items that were salvaged were subsequently sent to the Northeast Regional Coordinating Council, including a tipper truck. As we speak, the tipper truck is parked at the Northeast Regional Coordinating Council, including the item. I have the store receipt voucher indicating the items that the RCC received, and also I have the pay-in slip indicating how much was paid into the account. And in actual fact, Assembly never, per the records, auction any asset per the review of the assets register of the Assembly. Those things that were auction, so-called auction, were rather sale of excavators, damaged excavators that the dissect salvaged. And when dissect met, they took a decision that the money should be lodged in the accounts of the Assembly for safekeeping and also for subsequent.
I'm coming. Why do we not explain all this to the auditors?
Yes,
when they came.
It's surprising.
Auditors, please, can you give us an update on this?
Honorable Chair, like he said, we were not given all of this information during the audit. We found this amount in the account and we wanted to trace where they got it from. And that is when this issue about the fact that some items were seized and disposed of, and that is why, and that is the proceeds of the sale of the assets. Now, we recommended that because we have not been able, they have not been able to provide us with the documentation regarding the disposal of those items, the amount should be recovered into the AG's account. Now, with our follow-up, they have given us some minutes from the dissect meeting regarding this particular issue, but it is still outstanding as we have it in the report. But some meeting has been held, and they have given us the outcome of the meeting regarding this particular issue.
You see, you've been sanctioned under Section 92 of the Public Procurement Act. This means that I need to refer you to the Auditor-General for prosecution. Now, the people that we have over here, where is Honorable Abu Adams, who was the District Coordinating Director?
That's the former DC. The former DC.
And then Mr. Seidu Swalihu.
That's the former Coordinating Director.
Okay, those will be the people that we may have to.
Yeah, so coordinating director, I would like to find out from you, is the money still in your account?
The 84,000 Ghana cedis. I think since it was lodged in the IGF accounts of the Assembly, somewhere along the line, management utilized portions of the money. But we are making an effort to
Members,
refund it.
It's not funny, please.
Please.
Allow him to speak.
I must be very honest to the committee. Since it was lodged in the IGF accounts of the assembly, somewhere along the line, management then utilized portions of the amount. And we are making an effort to refund the portion spent and to keep it and also see how best we can. Because the DISEC really recommended that the money should be used to reclaim portions of the land in the affected area. And we reason that if we are going by the recommendation by the Auditor-General, I think the Assembly would be shortchanged. And since it was the fault of management then not to bring the real issues up, we think it's only proper for us to let you know the actual picture and also seek direction to that effect. Thank you.
So how much currently out of that money is in account?
I can't readily confirm. I have to, I can't confirm the exact figure as we speak.
See, the law is also very clear that monies that have not been given to you per your budget, you cannot spend. That's the PFM law. The law is clear. It needs to be approved for you before you can spend. So that was an illegality. So I would ask that you will reimburse to the tune that you have taken out.
Okay.
And then when you are preparing your budget for the subsequent year,
Okay.
you budget for it, it goes through the process, it's approved, and then you spend.
Okay,
But two, I also think that before you even touch this money, you need to clear with the auditors, right from the process of the disposal, whether it is your district or the Northeast district, it is still part of government.
Yeah.
And so we need to clear this so that the auditors are able to take it out of their books.
Okay.
Otherwise, the issues are still there.
Yeah.
Yes, there was a disposal. You say not by you, but certainly there was a disposal by the Northeast. They had to go through certain processes. And as to whether the real value was 84, you also have to go and verify that based on receipts and items that were sold.
Okay.
So it's not as simple as we see it here. But I want you to work with the auditors, for the auditors to guide you as to how to bring a finality to this, because we have to bring a finality to this. But I must also say that I admire what you do and how you do it, because some people come here, I am not responsible, and that is the end of the matter. You have gone ahead, you have documentation, I mean, at least giving us some clarity on what the auditors have reported here. And I think it's good, and we should keep it up. I hope all of us will also take a cue from that, because it is not okay to just come and say, I wasn't there, so that is where the issue ends. He wasn't there, but since he came, he looked at the auditors, the queries or infractions that have been raised, and at least today he's given us some clarity, which we feel he should build on that and make sure the auditors clear this once and for all. So one, you have to reimburse the monies that you took, go through the right process, let it be approved for you before you can touch. But we also want to verify whether truly it was only 84,000. That's the disposal of the assets, I mean, gave the whole Northeast.
Please, Honorable Chair, may I seek this clarification? Aside the money, the other items that we sent to RCC, including the tipper truck, which actually belongs to the illegal Chinese miners. The truck is parked there. It's not being used. What are the steps can we take to make it our asset and ensure that, I don't know.
Respectfully, that's why I asked that you work with the auditors to go through the process. They will make sure we go according to the rules stipulated in our laws. And once we are able to do that, I think they will bring a finality to this, and everything that they also need to give to us as a way of information, they will let us have it.
Grateful.
Chairman, please.
You should contact the former officers who were there to help you get to the bottom of this and resolve it. Otherwise, we'll make them pay any issues. So get with the auditors, just like Madam Chair said, and then we'll go from there. Okay, Mamprusi, you are discharged.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The next one to call is West Mamprusi.
In the name of Allah, swear that the evidence I shall give before this committee, touching the matter in issue, shall be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me Allah.
Please introduce yourself to the committee.
I'm Mohammed Rabiu Jabbar, Municipal Chief Executive for West Mamprusi.
Justice Bayong Mafu, Municipal Coordinating Director for West Mamprusi.
I'm Zakaria Hussein, Municipal Finance Officer.
I'm Aminu Yakubu, Municipal Internal Auditor.
All right, Honorable Ahinkwa will handle that, please.
Okay, Chairman, thank you. Your outfit awarded a contract for construction and finishing of a cheap compound and a sexual center at Narus at Yama. Yes, but the good thing is that this project was completed on time. But to our surprise, the project is still not being put to good use. Tell us, why has the project been completed before schedule and the beneficiaries are still not benefiting from the usage of the project? Tell us.
Yeah, thank you, Chairman. First of all, the good news is that the project has been put into use. But let me go to the substantive question. We all know when project is awarded, the contractor commences work, a rate certificate based on quantity of work done, we pay. In this case, the contractor reported that work was completed. We went in to inspect. We realized there were defect liabilities. We informed the contractor to correct the said liabilities. And as a result, we even had to withhold the money he was asking for because he has completed. And that at that time, the auditors were also in to audit the accounts for that fiscal year. And so when they threw it out as an audit observation, we actually informed them exactly what we have done, that the contractor indeed said he completed the project and informed us that he was handing over to us. When we went to do the inspection, we noticed there were defects to be corrected. So We were then waiting for the contractor to complete. So when the auditors, we informed the auditors, but before when the auditors left, the project, he had also done the defects. He handed over, we commissioned it, and as I speak, the project is put to use.
Okay. Have you paid the outstanding amount?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Auditors, is it true that the project is being put to use?
Yes, Honorable Chair, per our last inspection, the project is in use now.
Honorable Chair, let me add that aside the building of the Chiefs compound, we have even gone ahead to construct a mechanized borehole for the facility so that it will make the use of it effective.
Chair, I'm done.
Okay, West Mamprusi, you are discharged. Gambaga, please.
West Mamprusi, prior to 2025, the deductions on your DACF, a quick one, please update us. Before 2025 or in December 2024, what was the deduction or what were the deductions on your DACF, and then after 2024, give us an update on the deductions as well.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Sorry, unfortunately, Honorable Chair, if you can kindly clarify it for us.
The specific deductions.
The Auditor-General's report, we noticed that monies were deducted at source from headquarters, from your common fund. And so yesterday we asked some of the assemblies that appeared before us. They indicated that yes, some deductions were done in 2024, and in 2025, some deductions are also being done, but from their end. So that is what we want to verify from your end. I'm getting the data. Do you have this report? The utilization of the District Assembly Common Fund?
Yes, please, we have.
Okay, so I'll take you to page I'll take you to page 185 of the reports. Under that, you will see the allocations that were made to you, your first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. And then the total deductions that were made, and the net amount that was paid to you. For West Mamprusi, the total allocation was 1.8 million Ghana cedis. There was a deduction, a direct deduction of 553,000 Ghana cedis. We want to know the breakdown of this deduction of 553,000 Ghana cedis. Are you all new to the assembly?
We are all new completely. That's a new team altogether.
Does it matter? It is the monies that were given to you, monies that was given to the assemblies. And I'm asking, prior to 2025, some deductions were being made at the headquarters. As we speak now, are those same deductions being made?
No, please.
Okay, so tell us what was the components of the 553 and currently what is being done to your common fund in terms of payment from headquarters.
I think we now have. So you respond. Just tell them.
Mr. Chairman, currently we don't have any deduction on our common fund. We have full payments to it.
Are you a member of NALAG?
No, NALAG? Yes, please.
And there's no deduction on your account?
That one, a check it comes to us. We also then.
It comes to you directly?
Yes. No.
And they don't take insurance from your end as well?
No.
Are you sure? Or you are not sure and I can give you time to go
I'm
and verify?
not sure of the insurance.
Okay,
With
so if you are not sure, please verify and let us know. So, yes, you want to say something? Please go ahead.
With the issue of the insurance, the assembly, especially with vehicle, we insure as it is due.
No, I'm talking about the two vehicles in some of the assemblies.
Yes.
The common fund bought some vehicles for them, and they have insured it. So every year they make deductions, comprehensive insurance for about 59,000 Ghana cedis. That's what I wanted to find out from your end, if this was being charged on your common fund as well. So if you are not sure, we'll give you time to go and verify and then come back.
Thank you, Honorable.
So beyond the NALAG, there's no other deduction that goes through your common fund. So your people can get to utilize the money fully for the development that is intended to achieve.
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. Yes. Go ahead. We are being asked about your sanitation issues. You know, before, you had contracts with Zoom Lion to manage your sanitation issues. So how are you managing your sanitation issues now?
I think.
Please, are you the MC or the DC?
MC.
MC, okay.
Yes, please. I think with regards to the sanitation, aside the outstanding contracts, the others are being managed by ourselves because we are deploying people to do the cleanup on ourselves so that they don't come to take it to the dumping sites.
You mentioned that aside outstanding contracts, what outstanding contracts?
When we came in, there were contracts that were signed that had not expired yet.
Which ones?
The conveying of...
That's the SIP.
Then it's the same sanitation and... It says sanitation and improvements.
And then fumigation. So they are still
so
standing
the
contract
fumigation contract is still outstanding?
It's still a standing contract with the assembly.
So
even though
is it
now
deducted from
yes.
DACF headquarters?
No, please.
You do
now
it yourself?
Direct. Yes, please.
Okay. Okay.
So, in terms of fumigation, do you monitor the work?
Yes, we do.
Indeed, Mr. Chairman, let me add that because there's commitment as far as payment is concerned, they request for payment and we send our expert to go and satisfy that job has been satisfactorily done. Management is advised, then we proceed with payment, and that has been what we've been doing. Indeed, one of them
No, that's not how it's supposed to be. Because once they finish their job, you are supposed to sign. So that if you later send your people to go and verify if the work has been done, then you have done nothing. Yes,
Mr. Chairman,
that is the procedure.
While the work is done, some of the environmental health officers are with them. And when they request
so put it
for
on
payment,
record that way.
We normally do final certification before payment is.
So fumigation, where you have been fumigating?
Leave that to me. We have all the public toilets are usually fumigated. And then most of our market square, because it has been particularly those ones that fumigated.
You don't do secondary schools and hospitals or clinics?
We do. We do that. We do those ones too.
Are you sure?
We do.
Okay, you are discharged. Now let's call Bagabaga College of Education.
Yeah, they're supposed to bring something. We are not dealing with your school. We are dealing with work.
Please administer the oath again.
Bible.
Do in the name of Almighty Allah swear.
Do in the name of Almighty God swear.
That the evidence I shall give before this committee.
Touching the matter in issue shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Please introduce yourself again to the committee.
I am Ghazali Isahaku, the principal.
My name is Tingoti Francis Kombon, the finance officer.
Yes.
I'm Musa Zakaria, the college registrar.
Okay.
I'm Dr. Hamid Ibrahim Bukhari, a lecturer at University of Technology and Applied Sciences, former staff of Bagaba College of Education.
We have to commend you for coming because your name is in the report and you need to clear yourself. Honorable Abnao Seyasar will handle this issue.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Doctor, you are welcome.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Yesterday, as part of our sittings with the people of Bagabaga College, an infraction was cited against them, and it had to do with failure to serve bond after steady leave with pay to the tune of 263,088 cedis. So our dear friend in blue mentioned the fact that there were guarantors, and our people here also mentioned the fact that they have communicated with you what the auditors have cited you for, but you have refused to make the necessary payments as is being prescribed by the auditors. Now that you are here, can you please tell your side of the story?
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Chair and Honorable Committee members. And my apology for not being able to be here yesterday due to official issue at the university. So the time I had a notice from the college secretary, that was around 2 something. I couldn't have traveled from Navrongo to Tamale to meet the committee. So I left in the evening, and in the night I was in Tamale. Now, actually, I was a staff at the college from 2017 to 2024 before I left. Indeed, I applied to study at the University of the Western Cape, South Africa. When I was offered the admission in 2020, that was the time of the COVID-19 pandemic. So I applied to the College of Manfred Studies. The college secretary wrote a letter, and I have evidence of the letter here, acknowledging the fact that they were aware that all my lectures will be online. So since then, I've never traveled to South Africa during the course of the study. I was working throughout the period of the study from 2020 to 2023, for that period stated in the bond. So because I was working, and the issue on the bond, there's a clause that within that period, I should return back to my employer and serve. But here is the case, I didn't travel to South Africa to stay for my studies. I was in Ghana at the College of Education, and I worked throughout, and I was given promotion in 2021. I was given appointment to office holding position, and I have all the evidence here. So because of that, I said, well, the bond acknowledged the fact that I'm supposed to stay in South Africa. That is why I see it as steady leave with pay. And even if it's steady leave with pay, indeed, I'm supposed not to even work. I should be in the house, not working again. Then at the end, then I know for the fact that then the bond is banded on me. But here's the case, I worked throughout the whole period, worked tirelessly, and I was, so that is the
I think
so,
you have made your case.
Thank you so much.
You have made your case. The auditors are here. The auditors have heard. Now, that is why it's important that when we are having these hearings, their mother ministry or their mother agency should be here. GTEC is not here to listen to this.
Yeah.
GTEC is not here to listen to this. Because if your mother or your mother... I also checked, and then I realized that he said he took steady leave with pay from 2021 to 2023, and then, meaning he came back and left in October 2024. And we are also being told that he resumed official duty on 12th of June 2024. But here is a case where he says he never went out of the country. He did his studies online, and so during those online times, the college, and then the auditors will also come in. The college, that's what Dr. Bukari Hamidu Ibrahim is saying.
Yeah, thank you. I came to the college in 2023 as the principal, and Dr. Bukari was already on the program, and I was briefed that he was on the ground working whilst occasionally he travels to South Africa to interact with his supervisors. So somewhere 2024, I can't remember the exact date, he came to me for a request to travel to meet his supervisors and spend a few days and so on. I granted the permission. He traveled. And later he said he has graduated. We're all happy. He sent me down his certificate. I forwarded it to GTEC for certificate evaluation.
No, so in effect, you are aware
that I'm aware.
He was there working. In 2024, he had finished the program, and asking for 1 or 2 or 3 days or a week to go and attend to an issue outside the country is not the same as steady leave, granting steady leave.
Yes.
So that is different. So the auditors, can you please confirm, now that Bagabaga College has confirmed that he was on the ground working, can you confirm the issues that we are faced with now?
Honorable Chair, from the account of the college, we are still not satisfied with the explanation. What we saw was that the admission was in 2021. That was after the March 2021, after the 2020 COVID. And then he signed a bond around the same time. Now, when we gave the issue to them, when we raised this issue, the response we had was that they had communicated the issue with Dr. Bukari Hamidu to resolve the matter. This was a reply we got as to whether he was still working for the college and still schooling. That we don't have. And because we were working with documents on file and then also their responses. So this is coming to us, and if we really have to take what they are saying, then we'll have to do a further work on this and be able to come back to the committee on the conclusion.
Certainly. Dr. Bukari, can you show us or give us your admission letter, which stated that you began the school or your study leave in 2020, and also show us when you completed, and if you can show the auditors evidence of you being in school, that will come from the validation that they make every month for the payment of your salaries. So if you can have all these things to back what the auditors are saying, that is the only way we can address this issue and bring a finality to this.
Yeah, Honorable Chair, yes, I came with some documents because I cannot just come here to speak on the facts without evidence. So I have all those things in my file right here, and I can tender them before the auditors in your permission. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think your former lecturer wants to say something before I continue.
Madam, thank you. I just wanted to say that in that case, in the interest of your committee's time, maybe we can allow him to talk with the auditors and see if they can reconcile and come back to us. And then you can clear him or not. Yeah,
certainly. So he says he has some documents. I would want you to hand over those documents to the auditors. We want to bring a finality to this as to whether clearly what you have said is what was really on the ground, and then we clear this. If it's not, and then you have to pay for failure to serve the bond too, then the committee will prescribe an arrangement for you to make sure that happens. So we'll be happy for you to share it with the auditors. And thank you so much for coming, taking the trouble to come all the way from Upper East, you said?
Yes, please.
Yes,
and
to attend upon the committee.
All right. Thank you, Honorable Chair, and thank you for Honorable Committees for the time given to me and listening to me. I appreciate so much, and I wish the committee all the best in your way. Thank you.
You see, the school, what it means is whoever spoke to the auditors did not give the proper information to the auditors. Because look, yesterday I was ready to get him prosecuted. I was ready because to owe the government close to 260-something thousand, and the man is just working here at another university. But you knew very well that the so-called steady leave, he was still working at the school. Abobi Bakawa, or friend Tama, or Onamwa, you are discharged. To wait, come to Cape Coast and I'll teach you.
So I think
Honorable Chair,
you are discharged. You want to say something? Yes.
Yeah, I'm being invited here, and I think it's proper I make a comment in context to Honorable Chair remarks. I'm the finance officer. Indeed, my brother, the narration he made, yes, I can confirm that part of it is accurate. But then we can also push with evidence to support what we couldn't answer to convince the auditors. Okay. It is not as if we didn't do due diligence with the auditors. They were speaking to the file, and we were also given evidence pertaining to his studies in South Africa. Occasionally, he would be in Ghana to do his teaching, as he said earlier on.
Sir, so and once you have
somehow along
this,
the line, he also goes there.
We have given you the opportunity to go and sit with the auditors, and he says he has documentation to that effect that he was here.
Very well.
Let's do that.
Yes, very well.
And then come back to the committee on the final settlement from the auditors. Thank you very much.
You are discharged. Now, let's call our order. Let's call Yonyo Nasum District.
Is this right? Excuse me, say after me.
I, Samuel Gafari Yakubu,
do in the name of the Almighty Allah swear.
do in the name of the Almighty Allah swear.
That the evidence I shall give before this committee.
That the evidence I shall give before this committee.
Touching the matter in issue.
Touching the matter in issue.
Shall be the truth.
Shall be the truth.
The whole truth.
The whole truth.
And nothing but the truth.
And nothing but the truth.
So help me Allah.
So help me God.
Please introduce yourself to the committee.
Okay.
And only one microphone on at a time.
Where's the owner? Here.
My name is Samuel Numulawe, and I'm the DCD for the district.
I am James Alasan, the District Chief Executive for Nasum.
My name is Abdel Gafari Yakubu, the District Finance Officer.
My name is Alasan Pokabiuk, Human Resource Manager.
I'm Inusa Al-Hassan, District Internal Auditor.
Honorable Gape will handle your issue, please.
DC, you are welcome.
Thank you.
You are being cited for Public Financial Management Regulation, Regulation 92 of the 2019, which basically stipulated that when a worker is working upon the death of an employee, conviction, dismissal, vacation of post, or upon resignation or retirement, the person is not entitled to salary. But over review of your payroll indicated that your district, one Mr. Godfred Yahaya Musa, a social development officer, vacated his post on the 1st January 2024, yet continued to receive salary payment amounting to 30,759.16 for a period of January 2024 to June 2024. This occurred based on the failure on your part to do salary validation promptly to remove such officer from your payroll. The auditors recommended that this is an end salary, and then you should actually get the money and then deposit it into the controller and to the Auditor General's account. What is the status of this?
Honorable Chair, may I be permitted to allow my finance officer to answer this, please?
I guess that's why he came with you.
Yes, please.
Let him do some work.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I think the audit came somewhere around November, by which time the officer was already on transfer. But when you go through the Auditor-General's report, it stipulates that the officer was validated from the January up to June, yet the officer was on transfer. But I have the transfer letter in respect of the officer, dated on 7th June 2024. So as at the time of the audit, Honorable Chair, the officer was on transfer out of the district.
So, auditors, were you there before this thing happened?
Yes, Honorable Chair, I was there.
So, were you at the exit meeting with the auditors?
Yes, Honorable Chair, I was there.
And you explained these issues to the auditors?
Yes, Honorable Chair, what happened was that when the issue came up, we got in touch with the former human resource officer. Actually, he gave us an explanation which in actual fact doesn't speak to the issue. Because his explanation was that initially the officer was given a query in respect of his absenteeism. And later his salary was stopped. Subsequently, the salary was stopped. And later on, when the officer got promotion to the next grade, the salary came back surprisingly. So this was what we put in the response to the auditors. But going through the issue now, we've realized that actually it wasn't accurate. So for now, management is still investigating the matter. And even management is contemplating referring the matter to IOCO to conduct an investigation into it so that we can get the true facts of the situation on the ground.
This is an issue happened in 2024. We are in 2026. And you are telling the committee that the manager is contemplating to invite IOCO. Why is it taking you so long to do the needful?
Yes, Honorable Chair, thank you very much. The problem has to do with contention, because the officer in question is still disagreeing with the position that he vacated post. So actually, it's still a contentious issue. And management is still trying to get to the bottom of the issue. Hence, the intention to invite IOCO to look into the matter.
So is the person still at post, working at where you have been transferred to?
Yes, Honorable Chair, he's at post, working
Yeah,
at.
but you know, auditors, during the exit meeting, you were not able to explain these issues to the auditors because they say management did not respond to the findings. That's what the auditors said. Why didn't you respond to the findings?
No, Honorable Chair, what is happening is that management did not respond to the observation. I'm coming. Honorable Chair, let me come. Management did not respond to the observation. If we had responded, that would have been what auditor would have factored in the management letter. But after the management letter came, management followed up with a response, which is what I have just told you.
Auditors. Okay, go ahead.
Honorable Chair, to start with, he indicated that the person did not vacate and that he was transferred, and that he has a letter dated June. The issue we are talking about is January to June. So if after that vacation the person was transferred, that is not the point of discussion. And secondly, you brought attendance sheets to the team that showed that the person was coming to work. Now, when you look at the attendance sheet, the signature on the attendance sheet was inconsistent with other signatures of the same person on other documents. So we realized that it was fabricated, and so we rejected that one. And we insisted that the person vacated post and supposed to refund that amount. So this kind of, giving two sides of the story, it baffles us. That is not the understanding we got from you when the team engaged you.
You see, you yourself said he had a problem with attendance. Didn't you say that?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
And hold on. And he was queried. Didn't you say that?
Yes, Honorable Chair. It's true.
So, I mean, he wasn't coming to work. To the extent that you queried him.
Yes, Honorable Chair.
But you were validating him all this time that he wasn't coming to work, and he got paid.
Honorable Chair, the query was in respect of his absenteeism.
From when to when?
That is due to the inconsistency in the signature. Because going through the attendance book, you realize that the officer had attendance all right, but the signatures were inconsistent.
That means he wasn't attending. What you are saying right now is that was not his signature. That was not his signature. Somebody was signing for him. And you yourself, you queried him. So, Master, retrieve this money from him or you pay.
And also, validating him as well as doing signing signature that does not belong to the person. That one alone is also criminal, which auditors would have picked seriously. It's criminal activity. That's impersonation, fraud.
Now, why do you want to call in Yoko?
Honorable Chair, I agree with you entirely because there's an issue management itself cannot speak to. Management cannot defend because where an officer has inconsistent signature, it becomes a problematic situation for management. The reason management wants further investigation into the matter.
Master, upon what basis did you query the guy?
The officer was queried in respect of absenteeism. Honorable Chair,
did you have evidence to query him?
That is the information given us by the human resource officer.
Oh, come on. So auditors come, they see the same inconsistency, collect the money from the guy. And then your story is becoming a little bit inconsistent.
Well taken, Honorable Chair.
So maybe when you call Yoko, you may have to sit in front of them and also let's see the consistency or inconsistency in what you are saying. Collect the money from him or you will pay.
Well noted, Honorable Chair.
Let's go to DHCF and Honorable Ellie will handle that one.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I wasn't here in the beginning, so my name is Honorable Elikple Mamprusi, MP for Dome-Kwabenya. So the infraction is stalled administration block projects The auditors noted that the Ministry of Local Government awarded contracts in 2008 to MS Tony Bihi Limited for construction of a 2-story administration block each for the Cheronyi and Yo-Yo District Assemblies. Our inspection of the project disclosed that the project had stalled since October 2023 and June 2022, respectively. And the portions were, the assemblies could not provide details of the 2 contracts for the review. The pictures are below. So, can you tell us whether you're up and the reason why these story buildings are stalled? Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. It was stalled due to the demise of the contractor. And after that, when he passed on, we reported to the local government ministry. And I think later we reminded them on it somewhere last month. We sent another reminder, but we've not heard any response from them. Thank you.
I think you reminding them is not enough. Have you made why, after all the reminders, the story building is still not, completed? Have you made frantic efforts aside the reminders?
Yes, please, Honorable Chair. We made a physical, let me say, we went there. I went there with my MP, and then they said, pardon?
Is the MP your brother?
He is not my brother, please.
Related?
Well, he's, we are not from the same community circle.
Okay, you look alike.
So I went there with my MP, and they said they are waiting for funds. So once they get funds, they will work on it. Thank you.
Do you know the story of the widow in the Bible who, consistently went to the lawyer until the lawyer got tired and said, I'll grant you all your wishes? Do you relate to that story?
No, please.
I'll look for the quotation and you go and read it and be like the widow in the Bible. Chairperson, over to you.
Thank you. I think this is the right opportunity for me to appeal to the committee if you can assist us in that direction, because the project is so dear to our heart that if completed, it will help us. As at now, we are sitting in an area council block or office, so we don't have office space. Myself, I don't have office space. My officers don't have office space. So we are appealing to the committee to assist us in that direction. Thank you.
Auditors, I think this appeal should also go to you, since you went to audit them and then till now, the buildings are still not completed. Find a way and then let's get to either the contractors or the awardee of the project. I'm also handing over to you.
Honorable, you are the DC, right?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
We are all members of Parliament. We all have issues in our constituencies, and there are ways that we go by it. We came here to ask you about your infractions, not to be carrying your problems there. I know how I carry my problems. You said you have an MP, right?
Yes, please, Honorable Chair.
And let him do the same way that we all do it. He can go to the same ministry with you as I do with my MC.
Maybe his weight might not be strong as yours.
Look, I may have a big stomach, but it doesn't mean I'm very heavy. Okay, you are discharged.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's call Cheronyi.
I shall do in the name of Almighty God. Do in the name of Almighty God swear that the evidence I shall give before this committee touching the matter in issue shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Oh, you can.
Please introduce yourself to the committee, and one microphone on at a time.
I'm Shane Kofi Amado, DC for Cheronyi.
Shane Idrisu is my name, District Finance Officer, Cheronyi.
I'm Rosina Lamisu Musa, District Coordinating Director, Cheronyi.
I'm Issa Bakari Abdul Fattah, Internal Auditor.
Okay, Cheronyi, we are talking about excessive use of DACF on recurrent expenditure.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. With your kind permission, I would like to bring in my finance officer for this particular issue. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yeah, it is true that the auditors observed that we had used the common fund for recurring expenditure in excess of 84.8%. We have been able to reduce the over-reliance on the common fund for the recurring expenditure by, say, 43% in our 2025.
We are talking about 2024.
That's the point I'm making. In 2024, yes, they observed that, but the explanation was that there were certain expenditures that we incurred that necessitated us to go way beyond our mandate as required by law. And the issue,
you said something. As
required by law.
As required by law.
By law, yes.
So what does the law say?
The law requires us then that we should use at least 85% for non-current assets, and the rest.
So you just broke the law just like that?
Yes, that's why I'm trying to at least come out there, even though guided by the observation by the committee since yesterday, that we should try to not use conflict as a case in defending some of those instances. But you will have to permit me.
Finance, just for the record, I think the guidelines as of that time, 2024, was actually 75% and not 85%.
Thank you very much. So, like to continue, I said, having been guided by your observations and your advice since you started that we district should divorce disease from using a conflict as a case and defense of expenditures of that sort. But you will still permit me, because we saw an off to speak to the truth. And the issue in hand was a conflict that happened somewhere 7 years ago, but we're still paying a price for that. In the sense that during those periods, the then management had to engage the security in accommodating them in guest houses. We had about 4 different guest houses who accommodated the audited, the security, resulting to a huge debt to the assembled, to the tune of, say, 2 million Ghana cedi. So management decided that we needed to use our IGF in paying, but somewhere last quarter 2023, some of them did not, because the IGF was not, were not able to pay as were in demand of them. So some of them, 2, actually took us to court. And one of them secured a conviction against us. So because of that, management then decided that no, we have to find a way of at least addressing those issues to be able to avoid future occurrence of that. So management had nothing to do than to rely heavily on the common fund to be able to address the issue at hand.
Since you used money that you were supposed to use for development on recurrent expenditure, what happened to the development of the district?
Thankful this time is better because, like I stated, out of the 4, we are able to address the concern of 3 by meeting them. Well, we met them and we had agreed that on common grounds they should be able to waive some of the debts for us, and which they agreed. But the person who
is going to waive some of the debt?
When the service providers, those hoteliers, they were able to agree that the part of the debts, they waive it. That's why we are able to finish paying at least 3, leaving only 1, the person who's secured conviction. But then he had also agreed that we're going to pay only the principal, and the charges that they added, he has also agreed to drop that one too.
So whatever payment that you get is going into your IGF, right? Whatever payment you get it will go into your IGF.
Whatever payment we get, I don't get. It's not clear.
You said someone said he was going to pay something for you, or they are going to refund.
No, the point I'm making is that we agreed with them that.
Who is them?
I mean the service providers who we owed, the assemble owed in terms of accommodation. Accommodating the security. So we had agreed with them that we owe them that much, that we are not be able to pay by using our IGF. And going forward, we cannot continue to pay. So we had to come into agreement.
How much of an IGF do you get?
That we get.
How much of an IGF do you normally get?
It's around, it was 162,000, a little over 162,000 for 2024. But fortunately, 2025, we have improved that.
Okay, I'm trying to find the actual numbers in this book for you. Because what you would do is whatever IGF you get, 25% of it need to be paid back into common fund for you to use for development of the place. And you are going to do that for the next 3 years. The last year, we will assess how much of it that you still owe back. So when you get all the IGF, you transfer 25%. You can't be spending the IGF and also spending the common fund that you are supposed to use for development. It's very serious. Our people are looking for development of the place. Sometimes we get the common fund, boom. Yesterday, somebody used 95% of common fund. Anyway, I will move on. The next infraction is on paragraph 431, and Honorable Simon Aworigo will handle that one.
Thank you, Chairman. Your administration block, the 2-story, what's the state of it? Is it complete now?
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. It's not complete yet.
What is the problem?
We have made an effort so far. When I took over from my predecessor, last year, 2025, he wrote to the Ministry of Local Government informing them about the project. So when I took over from him, I also wrote a reminder to the Ministry of Local Government, and I went there in person with my Honorable DCE. So when we got there, we were informed that we should add it to our 2026 budget. We should add it to the legacy project. So
let me ask you this. What do you mean by a legacy project?
There are projects that have been started in the district, and also projects, ongoing projects that are not complete in the district, and then rehabilitations.
We
Those
normally
projects.
hear the word legacy project when we come around the northern region. These are projects that all of you started. Yes. They are assemblies. They go there, our builders with the assemblies and some of your MPs. You want to build it, you want to build a road to heaven and this and that, then you start small here, you start small here. Then they come to us, excuse, common fund to build it because of conflict. Then they are using the common fund, then you are using the IGF. You see where the problem goes. Yes. So we just run circles. If we don't bring development, there will be more conflicts. So we cannot choose between development and then we cannot choose just to take care of conflict. But if we have development, conflict, I believe, will go down.
Thank you very much.
The auditors noted that they requested for documentation on the contract and you couldn't provide them. Do you have them now?
No, actually we couldn't get documentation on the contracts. We went to the ministry and we couldn't get it. But we were advised to budget for it in 2026. So we have put it in adverts. We have advertised the project and we want to award it. So we want to use 2026 and then 2027 to work on it, budget to work on it.
Has that contractor been terminated? Because the contractor is one Tumbihi or Tubihi, MS Tubihi. It's a company, it's a limited company. I've just read from the report that the contractor has passed on, is dead. But the company should still be around. Have you tried contacting the company? Because it's a company.
Yes, please. It's true that the contractor has passed on. We really tried getting in touch with the family. So it is only the son that we were able to talk to the son. And the son too, it seems they won't be able to continue with the project again. And then we also spoke to the consultant. Fortunately, the ministry, they were able to get us in touch with the consultant. So we spoke to the consultant too. So we are still on it to see how best we'll be able to work on it.
So it means if you re-award the contract, there won't be any legal issues. You don't owe them money and they won't come after the assembly. Is that the case?
For now, no.
Do you have a an administration block at the moment?
We are currently operating at the area council, Cheronyi Area Council.
Will that not be a good reason why you should do more to get this complete?
Yes, please. That's
All right.
what we are doing.
I want to read a section of the Public Financial Management Act to you that places responsibility on you, the Assembly, especially the coordinating director, to ensure that this project is complete. Section 52 of the Public Financial Management Act 2016, Act 921 states, a principal spending officer of a covered entity, state-owned enterprise, or a public corporation shall be responsible for the assets of the institution under the care of the principal spending officer, and shall ensure that proper controls exist for the custody and management of the assets. And so you have a duty to ensure that you manage this properly, it is complete for the benefit of the people. It's going to cost more if you allow it to stay on, it's going to deteriorate more, and that is not the best use of public resources. So I'll encourage you to do more and ensure that the project is complete for the use of the Assembly and the public. That'll be all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable.
You are discharged.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, hold on. The deductions. Do you have any deductions coming out of your common fund?
No.
No?
Yes, please. Apart from, I think that was first quarter that SIP and then those things that was deducted as source, first quarter. But
Yes.
second quarter, all was paid to us and then we paid them. Third quarter, the same thing.
So everything is sent to you,
Yes,
and
please.
you pay out on SIP and everything else that you need to pay?
Yes, please.
Wow, okay. So now like dues and HIV dues, it comes to you and then you pay, right?
Yes, please.
All right, thank you. You are discharged. Now let's go to East Mamprusi.
I, Barki David Bukari,
Do in the name of Almighty Allah swear
do in the name of the Almighty Allah swear
that the evidence I shall give before this committee
that the evidence I shall give before this committee
touching the matter
in the issue
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me Allah.
So help me God.
Please have a seat. 10 of the microphones, one at a time. Introduce yourself to the committee. Please introduce yourself to the committee.
Thank you. My name is Bundanzi Moses Baba, the Municipal Environmental Health Officer.
My name is Bawa Abdulhamid, Municipal Finance Officer.
My name is Barchi David Bukare, MC for East Mamprusi and Dean of MMDCs in the Northeast region.
My name is Musa Isaka, MCD East Mamprusi Municipal Assembly.
My name is Abdallah Hafiz, Internal Auditor.
Okay, Honorable Godfrey Jassa will handle your issue at paragraph 440.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable DC, your issue has to do with some infraction on skip tracks and refuse containers. As you know, you signed a contract in the sanitation improvement package with Zoom Lion, and the auditors, however, found that one of the skip tracks is broken down, and also there's 4 of the refuse containers are damaged. You were supposed to notify them, and then they take steps to repair or replace them. What is the status now?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I think in relation to the skip track, it has been replaced. The skip track has been replaced, and we have notified them, and that of the containers, there were 4, and those particular 4 containers too have been replaced. Thank you.
Have you informed the auditors about this development?
Yes, Honorable Chair, we have informed them.
Auditors, could you kindly confirm this?
Yes, Honorable Chair, the truck has been replaced, and then the 4 containers too have also been replaced.
Do you have any comment on it, Zoom Lion?
Yeah, Honorable Chair, following the last hearings, I think it came up, and so we went forward to replace all the containers and then the skip track. Thank you.
You done? All right. East Mamprusi. Hey. Yes, payment of fumigation services not rendered. That's what the auditors are saying.
Honorable Chair, I think in relation to the fumigation service,
yes,
we made some payment, yes, and I think the activity was carried on. But I'm very certain that because it's a process, those they got in touch with, they did not have enough information with regard to the fumigation, and we have evidence, pictures of the fumigation where it was carried out attached to our appendix.
What? Pictures of fumigation?
Yeah, when the activities, when it was carried out.
Can you take pictures of fumigation after it's been done?
No, when it in the process, we took pictures.
So you were there when it was Zoom Lion?
No, Zoom Lion did it, but
came there to do the fumigation. And after they had done the, you took pictures when the fumigation?
No, it is not after the order. During the fumigation, the sanitation officers,
yes,
they were in charge, and they took pictures of it, which is attached to our report.
And when the auditors came, how could you prove to them that fumigation was done?
I think it was handed to the environmental sanitation officer in the municipality.
Is he here?
Yeah, he is here.
Environmental person?
Yes.
Yes, sir. How do you document fumigation?
We document the fumigation process through reporting.
Through what?
Reporting.
Reporting?
Yes, and pictures.
And pictures?
Yes.
When the auditors came, did you have any reports for the auditors?
There was a report.
And you gave them to the auditors?
Yes. They called me, the auditors called me in their office requesting for the report, and I submitted the report to them.
So if you did, why would they say that there was no documentation? Why would they say that there was, no services were rendered? Were you there at the time of the audit? 2024, were you there at the time of the audit?
Yes, I was there.
And you gave the auditors. Could you please come in, sir?
Honorable Chair, we were not given those reports at the time of the audit. Indeed, when you even look at our reports, we indicated that we did a follow-up to the health facilities, the schools and markets, and that the understanding we got was that the last fumigation was done in 2021. And so it was just recently when we were doing our follow-up that they brought those reports to indicate that they have, Zoom Lion has actually discharged that particular commitment. But at the time of the audit, those reports were not made available to us.
Sir, let me ask Zoom Lion, when you go there to do fumigation, how do you prove to the sanitation guy that you've done the fumigation?
Honorable Chair, we have reports
good
that they sign to confirm that the work has been done. And as we have all the reports here that will confirm that the work was done. Thank you.
You see, sanitation officer, you see the problem?
Yes.
Somebody could come here and fumigate the place. If you weren't there to see it or to smell it or whatever, nobody can prove that, fumigation was done. It was your responsibility to make sure that you sign the report. Have the report on file. When the auditors come, you show it to them. You don't provide those reports. Auditors cannot, it's not like a truck that you can see physically sitting out there.
So how many times in a year fumigation happens?
Thank you very much. They do it quarterly. So sometimes it depends upon the time. For example, the rainy seasons, fumigation or disinfection is more rampant due to the infestation of houseflies and other rodents. But that of rainy season, the dry season, is normally not high as compared to the rainy season. So in a month, they can do 1 or 2 times in a month.
Question I'm asking, you're not answering my question. I say, in a year, how many times did this fumigation happen?
So,
Honorable Chair, I think on a normal, we are supposed to, the exercise is supposed to be done 4 times in a year. That is quarterly. But when there is the need, then the number increases. For example, the outbreak of disease or something, then the number increases.
Currently, the fund, you have budget line for that. Is that so?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
You have budget line for HIV and malaria too?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Well, how do you use your HIV fund and the malaria?
There's a guideline to that.
Sanitation officer, pick up your game. When Zoom Lion is coming, they inform you about it, don't they?
Okay.
When they are coming, do they inform you about it?
Sometimes they inform me, sometimes they inform.
Sometimes they inform you,
Yes.
sometimes they don't.
Exactly.
So when they don't inform you, what do you do?
When I see them performing the act, I have to inquire how they start the process. Because recently we had a case like that where they were doing the disinfection, and I called the manager, asked him why are they doing the disinfection without notifying the office for us to supervise their action.
But even when they give you the form, it doesn't get to the auditors. Anyway.
Sir, the person who just spoke, please, what role do you play in the assembly?
Sanitation.
You are the sanitation.
Yes.
You should own the process.
Okay.
Zoom Lion does not tell you when they want to come and spray your place. You should sit and schedule with them that if you know in a year you do it 3 times, you should give them the date. By that date, you will be there with them and then you will supervise. But you shouldn't go and chance upon them doing the work without your knowledge. Otherwise, you have failed as a sanitation officer.
Well
so
noted.
moving forward, own the process.
Okay.
Discuss with them. If it's 3 times a year, schedule the dates with them, knowing very well that this particular date they are supposed to come. They shouldn't be driving the process because at the end of the day, it is what you certify that will enable them to be paid. You get it, Claire?
Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
All right, you are discharged.
Thank you.
Let's go to Bongurugu.
Honorable Chair, I'm sorry if I can step in.
Yes,
Yesterday
sir.
we were not here. Northern region was heard, Nanton. And I just want to respectfully take the opportunity to address the concern that we had. In fact, we have oversupplied the containers, and then so that we don't have any issues.
Yeah, they said there were 2 outstanding bins.
No, we have
that-
in fact oversupplied the bins. The
Can you
containers.
show the evidence to the auditors to enable the auditors' work to clear it?
Sure, we will
Yes,
show
please,
it.
that's
Okay,
it.
thank you.
We have the Bongurugu Naponduri, right? Hello? Do we have Bongurugu Naponduri? Yeah, please. Make some noise and sit down. Okay. Now take the oath.
Do in the name of Almighty God swear that the evidence I shall give before this committee touching the matter in issue shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Please introduce yourself to the committee.
I'm Ali Joseph Lachel, the DC for Bongurugu Nakwando District.
I'm Saka Isa Sadrat, the Acting District Coordinating Director.
I'm Yahuza Tiada, Internal Auditor.
Okay.
I'm Abdul Karim Abubakar, ED, District Finance Officer.
Thank you. Your infractions will be handled by Honorable Frank Eboa.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Bongurugu Nakpanduri District Assembly, you're welcome.
You.
Your infraction is just a small one. You had a service agreement with Zoom Lion to provide you with skip tracks and commercial refuse containers. And clause 3 of that agreement stipulates clearly that when any of the trucks is broken down or damaged, you will run to Zoom Lion for it to be fixed immediately. The auditors in the course of their audit found that one of the skip trucks had broken down and 3 of the commercial refuse containers were damaged. and you hadn't gone to Zoom Lion for these items to be fixed for you, depriving the people of Bongurugu, Nampanduri district, the use of these equipment. What's your response? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think when the auditors came, we indicated to them the request for the replacement on those skip trucks and containers. So after the audit exercise, the items were duly brought, and the truck was also repaired, and it is now delivering services, and even the containers, we have sent them to various locations for the refuse to be collected.
Okay, thank you very much. Since the contract was, or the agreement was reached in 2019, have you taken the pain to go through the agreement to see your rights, what you have in that contract? Because if clause 3 gives you that right to run to Zoom Lion when the containers are broken down, why were you not invoking that clause? But we were waiting for the auditor to come before.
Mr. Chair, thank you. We provided them with a written correspondence that we had reached out to Zoom Lion for their replacement. It's just that they hadn't, as at the time of audit, they hadn't responded to our decision. I think we have 2 correspondence with Zoom Lion then. So when at the time of the audit, they hadn't yet provided it. So right after especially I think 2 days or a day after the 2024 Auditor-General report came out, the containers were there. So I notified all this service. I notified them that they had been brought, and then they came for verification. And
so how many days or months were you there without the skip truck and the 3 damaged containers? What you say?
I can't say of it, but at least it was a couple of months, because
Mr. Chair, I think that, I don't know, but you have clause 3 of the contract giving you the right to run to Zoom Lion when there's a problem. So why must you sit when you knew that that clause was there to guide you or to protect you, but you didn't utilize it, you didn't invoke it? I hope you put the right measures in place going forward so that this thing will not happen again. I don't know if that's the case.
Noted, sir.
I'm asking whether you put right measures in place, because Zoom Lion is in Ghana. Zoom Lion is not out of Ghana. So I don't see why you cannot have a schedule officer at your end, so that when some of these things happen, just phone call, and then they come and repair it for you. I think that you need to up your game.
Right. Okay,
thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think I'm done.
Okay.
Thank you. Basically, what he's saying is, if a truck breaks down or there is an issue, call Zoom Lion. That this is faulty. Come and fix it. But you won't do it till you wait. You wait till the auditors will have to come and tell you. You auditors, have they brought in the containers? Can you confirm?
Yes, Honorable Chair, we can confirm that.
All right. Thank you very much. Zoom Lion, do you have a comment?
Yes, Honorable Chair. Respectfully, I think the reference of 2019 contract is a challenge. I think it's a problem. The contract to be referred to was actually signed on the 3rd of January, 2024. So the audit is actually referring to a wrong contract. And so if the audit has been based on that contract, then unfortunately, I think the findings may have some problems with it, because the contract that is supposed to be the basis of the audit was signed on the 3rd of January, 2024. Secondly, respectfully, I need to also state that the containers and the trucks are the tools of trade of Zoom Lion. And the contract I've referred to does not necessarily require us to provide those numbers of trucks and containers. However, we are supposed to have sites that we should go and carry the waste from. Obviously, that doesn't mean we shouldn't use enough tools for the work, because otherwise the work will be ineffective. We try as much as possible to provide adequate tools, which are the trucks to zoom lion, and we use them as our tools for the work. They do not belong to us. And the...
Okay, Doc, from Zoom Lion, thank you for the explanation. But the case in question is in reference to the truck you've given to them, giving will be valid. This one is a truck that is on site, that has broken down. Not they requesting that you bring more trucks. So I also want to bring that one in. You were mentioning that, I know it's for Zoom Lion, just like a lease agreement with Zoom Lion. If you have even 3 or 4 sites, and one site, the truck had broken down, you need to fix it. That's what we are saying, not...
You must be very lucky.
Thank you. Oh, okay. So, why is pay more than 10% of the funds on administrative costs? Per the auditor's report, they indicated 128, and the reason management gave generation. Is that the situation?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Has your outfit done for this thing not to repeat itself again? Please, to generate more IGF.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
So that you will not overspend beyond the guidelines.
A reflection of even our 2025 management strategies were adopted to improve the revenue mobilization and generation. And one was digitalization of the revenue database by deploying COBOL toolbox to actually gather more data to know our taxpayers. That has helped a lot, because the absence of data itself is a challenge, and we are able to cure that. And now we are also currently working to submit that. There has been great improvement, and I can...
Okay. Your report will come 2020 that you were supposed to pay this money, the 228, from your IGF to the DACF account. Have you done it?
No, sir. Honorable Chair.
Why? You've just told the committee that you have put measures in place to increase the IGF generation. So once you have put measures, why have you not been able to pay?
Well, I think we are in the process, but as we speak now, we are not able to do that, because the challenge persists throughout 2025, and we are just lifting up issues, because the increment was just about 10% from last year generation. So we are working hard to have about more than 50% IGF generation over the last year.
So have you made any attempt to pay part of the money, or virtually not?
Mr. Chair, we made attempt, but as I indicated...
How much have you paid, your attempt? How much?
For now, we've not made any payment.
Then what is the attempt? Chair, I think I'll hand over to you for a directive. They are supposed to pay, they have into the DACF account. Up to now, nothing has been done. So
what is your IGF per year?
Our budgeted for last year.
The places. And you have budget?
Yes, please. Yes,
but what was the actual? How much do you pay your collectors?
They are commission commissioner.
They are all commission
collectors.
Oh, that one is good. You don't pay them like 40,000 like other assemblies do, where they collect 2,000, 3,000. Sir, that's not a choice. And you really don't want us to make you do it. You don't want us to make you do it. It will not be fun. So make sure 25% of yours you pay back until you pay off the debt.
Well noted, Honorable Chair.
I hope and pray this is Wa East. This will not come up again. This is for, that's the accounts.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. Madam Finance Director, what are some of the considerations that you make when budgeting for the IGF for the year?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Please, in my former place, I see that we need to have a data before you can levy the taxpayers. So when I took over and then we realized that there were a lot of gaps, leakages in the collection of the IGF. I liaised with the director and then that is how we came out with this digital.
For my question is that in 2024, you budgeted 623,450. You were able to collect just 352,290, representing 56%. And one of you just said that in 2025, you budget. So, Madam, you said you put some innovative measures in place. And then again, you couldn't achieve your target. So what have you put in place? Practical things you've put in place that will help you to be able to meet your target or your budgeted target. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. We also realized that some of the revenue collectors were too old. And then in some places, they were not revenue collectors at all. New revenue collectors to augment the old ones. And then in that case, trying to phase out the old ones. I think that is one of the practical steps we...
when you appear before us. Thank you.
Why is your discharge? Northeast Gonja.
Thank you, Honorable.
Thank you.
Yes, please.
I thought they had a number.
Why East? Hold on for a minute. What is the other issue?
$836, I think, in the common fund. Let me see. Check for me. Common fund.
836.
Yes. Oh, there's something.
The one on the Suffolk Company Limited.
Yes.
Yes. Why is you paid $417,000 to Suffolk Company Limited from DHCF for the supply of 22 low voltage needed to authenticate the transactions. The auditors are recommending that the sum of $417,000 be recovered from the coordinating director, finance officer, and returned into a DHCF account of the assembly. What has happened to this instruction?
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
After they made the recommendation, we went back to tell them that we were able to, retrieve the supporting documents, which we have attached to the PVs, and they've accepted it.
The what? So you gave them to the auditors?
Yes, please.
Auditors, could you confirm, please?
Yes, Honorable Chair, they have provided the relevant documents to support the payment. That is after the report has been issued.
Okay. All right. You are, there's more.
Eight 851, Honorable Chair.
Unremitted taxes. Have you remitted that?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Oh, the amount of money that you pay for the electricity poles or whatever, you took taxes out of it.
Yes, sir, Honorable Chair.
And have you paid the taxes?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Auditors, could you confirm, please?
Yes, Honorable Chair, they have made a payment.
All right. Now, when you came in, you knew what you were going to answer to. I guess maybe when we did the two, and then I said you were discharged, it's like, yeah, those people, they've forgotten about it, so let's go.
You can be sure that I will insist that the right thing is done. They knew they had paid. They have the document. So they thought that you are sorted already. That's why they did not. Yeah, they have sorted it out. It's no more an issue.
We are searching for one more.
Probably assured you will not get.
No. Since they didn't tell us their infractions, we'll find everything. You will even answer for what municipality?
464?
472 IGF.
That's what was done.
No, 472 in the IGF.
472, yes. I know that's why. Yeah. Judgment debt. Is that it? No. Yeah. He just shook his head. Judgment debt. No. That's not it.
No,
it's revenue collected, revenue. Not accounted for, 20,000.
That 20,000. Yeah, lucky it's not you.
2,100.
Yeah, 180.
Yes, please.
What has happened to it?
It has been paid.
It's been paid?
Yes, sir, Honorable.
Auditors, could you confirm, please?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Thank you. Now you are finally discharged.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
I called Northeast Gonja, right? Hello. Northeast Gonja, okay.
Where's your Bible? Bible, Quran or Bible? Here. Okay.
shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Please introduce yourself to the committee.
Even Thomas Abdelmomin is my name, the DC for North East Gonja District. Thank you. Palvi. North East Gonja District, Palvi. Yes, madam. Honorable Alhaji Iwun Toma, Alhaji Alasa Mumuni Ababio.
Issa Omar is my name, Coordinating Director, North East Gonja District.
My name is Alasan Abdullahi, North East Gonja District Finance Officer.
Bakari Agbaloso Augustina is my name, Internal Auditor.
All right, Honorable Adam Agbana will handle this one, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Chairman, their infraction relates to unpresented payment vouchers, and that contravenes Regulation 82 of the Public Financial Management Regulations. We're talking of a total of 276,048 Ghana cedis and some pesewas. Why did you authorize payment without presenting the payment vouchers?
Honorable Chairman, please, can I kindly allow my DFO to answer to these questions? Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. The payment vouchers were largely payment with regards to withholding tax, which receipts were merged with the source document, that is the mother documents, to retire it as one whole payment. However, the transactions were done separately in the cash book. So when it happens that way and the auditors came, they asked about those payments. So the accountant explained to the auditors that they were those payments were part of the source documents. So the auditors insisted. So if it's part of the source document, he should have made it as one entry transaction instead of different PV numbers. So they require we should produce those payment vouchers. So we have to subsequently separate the receipts of the tax payments and prepare different payment vouchers, submitted for their verification, and it was audited.
At the time of the audit, management said, just as you have explained, that you had misfiled those documents or those vouchers, but you failed to produce the PVs. Why couldn't you produce it within that period so that all this coming to Public Accounts Committee on this issue could have been avoided?
Yes, Honorable Chair, but subsequently it was provided because those PVs were largely withholding tax issues, which we prepare manual PVs to it. Because the mother PV was already a PV from the gift miss. So the accountant didn't see the need of preparing manual PV to it. So when they insisted that once he has entered it, the PV number differently in the cash book, we must produce it. So we have to provide the manual PV and detach the receipts from the source document to make it up.
Auditors, can you kindly confirm whether or not those PVs have been presented subsequently?
Yes, Honorable Chair, they have presented those PVs and we have actually verified them. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, I'll end it here. Thank you.
Just to let you guys know, when it comes to not giving these PVs to the auditors, very soon you will pay for it and then you will come here, show us receipt, and then you will sort it out with the auditors. So we all get paid through taxes, isn't that so? Monies that you have to pay for, sent to the taxman, GRA. When we sit in our offices, we are all extremely qualified for our jobs. We need to be promoted. And then you sit down, we are talking about 276,000. You are Ben Juma. The next one will be on paragraph 520. And Honorable Duke William Alan Kwame Amwakwata Oforiata Akufo-Addo.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The infraction, expenditure not supported with relevant documentation. There was a vote of 69,668 cedis being part payment of renovation works at a CHIPS compound facility. The auditors noted this transaction in GIFMIS. And you know, GIFMIS requires approvals. The head of accounts approving the payment and the principal spending offer approving the processing into GIFMIS. My question, how did this entry into GIFMIS come about without relevant documentation?
Okay. Honorable Chair, on the contrary, the documents, the payment were having relevant document. The issue has to do with the relevant documents. And later, when it was queried, the GIFMIS PV was printed, attached to it, and verified.
Auditors, please, can you confirm this?
Yes, Honorable Chair, they have actually presented subsequently the PVs. But when you look at the report, we included their response at the time of the audit. So that, I mean, the response they gave is what we actually included in the report and not what he is saying now. In the report, they responded that the affected payment vouchers were misfiled at the time of the audit and promised to make them available for our verification.
Mr. Chair, my next question is about that. I was asking, management accepted the observation for compliance, yet failed to make available the misfiled original documents and approvals for verification at the time of printing the reports. Why was the delay?
It has to do with the office having problem with our printer at that time. So we were procuring printers and photocopier machines at that time, but it wasn't available at the time they were requesting for it.
So it was a question of printer and not misfiling?
Both.
It cannot be both together.
The document itself was misfiled, but the PV was not printed at that time.
Okay, thanks for that.
How long does it take to print?
It wouldn't take any time, but there wasn't any printer available, working, functioning printer available in the office.
How much is a printer?
That cost, actually I can't tell, but it was around 2,000 to 3,000.
Look, 4 of you came here to answer these questions, and you are from northeast Gonja. It will probably cost you more than 2,000 to come here and then come and answer the question. Isn't that so? Didn't you guys buy fuel?
We did.
Did you come in this morning or came in yesterday?
We came this morning.
You came this morning.
Yes.
You are going to get some per diem for coming. Isn't that so?
Not necessary.
Not necessary. Then we'll make sure you don't take any per diem. It will probably cost you over 2,000 to come here, come and answer these questions. Common printer with the auditors there. If you were supposed to send something to head office so that you get promotion, you would have found a printer. You see, the way that you guys treat the auditors, that's why you are here. When the auditors come, you really don't care. Oh, PFI, oh, what is it? You wait.
I'm done. Thank you.
All right. Honorable Shirley Chair, you have a question.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable MC, what's your staff strength like? Oh, DC. Are you DC?
I'm DC.
Okay. Your staff strength?
About 126.
Okay. How productive would you say your staff are?
We are doing our best. Averagely, we are managing.
This is a public. Hello. Yeah. So I'm waiting for the answer.
Yes, we are productive, but I said averagely because we have challenge with our office accommodation. Like my other colleagues indicated, that they are operating in the area councils. Exactly what we are also doing. Our office space has been installed, and we are working around to fix it. As one of the district indicated, we have been advised to use our legacy fund to sort of see how we can complete it and use it. So currently, we are operating under office under trees. And so we have a lot of challenge, and because of that, productivity is very low. But we are still managing.
That's why I asked that question, because I saw a TV3 documentary about it, and you promised, it's been a while, you said you were asked to use your legacy fund to complete the office. It's been a while now. Can you give an update on the completion of the office? Because the three of you plus your planning officer, you guys have offices. Madam, do you have an office? Exactly. Even your internal officer doesn't have an office. I saw the documentary and it was pretty bad. And you haven't done anything about it. If you have, can you update the committee?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. It's very true. We, like I said, we have planned in our 2026 and 2027 budgets to make some funds available to complete the office accommodation for ourselves. If you look at our district, it's a young district. It's the youngest in the Savannah region, also in the poorest, which we are not proud of.
How old is the district, please?
It was created in 2019.
So how old is the district?
6 years now, 6 to 7 years now.
6, 7 years?
Yeah.
Your district is just, mine is just 1 year older than you. So it is not about it being created. The previous DCs, where were they hosting the offices?
Same place, Honorable Chair.
Under the tree?
We have the area council that we were using, or what we are using now. So we just decided to put up some 2 office accommodation for the DC and the coordinating director, but the other spaces are used for other staff. And we fortunately have a tree around where our people patronize. And so so that is exactly what we are doing. Like the district is not well endowed because our IGF is nothing to write home about. But we are upping our games to see how best we can show up our IGF collections in the district. That we believe can help us to finish the office space in time for use. Thank you.
Sorry, okay. I know you have funds available. You've been asked to use 20% of those funds for legacy projects. So it's not just about your IGF. It's about prioritizing the legacy projects. I've seen the building. It's about 75% also completed. So a lot has been done. And I'm sure if you prioritize it, you can in no time do it. So can you give this committee timelines as to when you will get the contractor back to site? Because the welfare of your staff should be paramount to you. So give us timelines.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I think we can, but the fact is that our 2025 funds were already planned for other legacy projects that we think when we complete would help us generate some internal funds. And so we are also looking, the DC and the coordinating and other staff do not have even accommodation for themselves to stay in that district. So we commit from Tamale to the district capital to work. So we actually prioritize my 2026 budget to get
no,
at
I'm
least...
talking about the distance from Tamale to your district. How long, please?
An hour drive. An hour drive. And so because of that, it's also part of our ineffectiveness, as you mentioned. So we are planning to have some accommodation for the DC and the coordinating director, the DFO, this year. The rest of the funds have been used, or we have used it to budget for, to start with the completion of the office space. And so we are hopeful in 2027, by 2027, we should be able to finish the office accommodation for ourselves.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But however, we are also in talks with the Common Fund Administrator. They are feeling that they have about 10 of these office spaces that have been stored that they want to see whether we can get additional funds to complete for us.
Sir,
and so we are pushing hard to get our names in there.
We have given you enough time for free advertisement on parliamentary TV and then live on Facebook. It's enough. Let's move on. Thank you
so much, Honorable Chair.
Yeah, you are discharged.
Chairman,
now let's call Sola.
Chairman, there's one case of unaccounted revenue.
Unaccounted revenue, where?
Yes, please. It's at 412 in the accounts assemblies for financial year. They have an employee.
That's your question.
Yes. They have an employee, Adam Yaya. He collected. You have an employee, Adam Yaya. He collected 23,100, paid in 18,080, and there was a shortfall of 5,020 cedis. What has come of it, please?
Honorable Chair, I think the DFO is handling that.
Honorable Chair, the amount was paid. However, it was not a shortage. What happened was that when he tendered his value books for auditing, he couldn't submit the bank pay-in slip as an evidence for payment. So the auditors didn't capture it as payment. So later when it was paid, later on when it was queried, and we traced to find out the reason, then he said the thing was he made complete payment, but he couldn't get the bank pay-in slip. So later on, we gave him a timeline within which, so he searched and brought the bank pay-in slip, which was tendered to the auditors for verification. as payment.
Auditors, can you confirm?
Yes, Honorable Chair, the revenue has been accounted for as we speak.
Was it paid within the date that you expected it to be paid, or when he went around looking for it, that was when he went ahead to pay?
The Honorable Chair, like he indicated, we will normally compare what you have used the receipt books to collect, and then whether we trace it to the paying slip to see whether you have lodged those monies into the account. We realized that there was a discrepancy, and the amount was 5,020 cedis. And later on, they were able to provide the paying slips to account for that amount. And so, as we speak, that issue has been settled.
But I think when it comes to payment to the banks, if they are not able to give you receipts there and then, you have to question it. And they provide it later, meaning they didn't have it, or they hadn't done it. It was only when you picked it up that then quickly they rushed to the bank to go and pay and then provide the slip for you. So for the assemblies here, if they come and you have value books and you're not able to account for it because you're supposed to pay to the bank and then show your slips as evidence, if during the time they are there you are not able to provide, we will take it that you are not going to pay and we'll surcharge you. Yeah, I think so.
Yes, Honorable Chair. Yeah, thank you. In fact, that is part of our procedure. When there is a delay in payment, we even flag it and raise it as an issue. But in this instance, when we checked the paying slips that were provided, that issue did not come up.
Northeast Gonja, you are discharged.
Thank you.
Now let's call Sola. Is there an East Gonja? Huh?
Yes,
Northeast
please call
Gonja.
Northeast to come back. Yeah.
Northeast Gonja. Come and sit down. Come and sit down, please. One more question.
Yours is Bolek.
We nearly escaped.
You are not done yet. Sorry I had to discharge you. But I have another problem on paragraph 539, and Honorable Frederick Ahinkwa will handle that one.
It's for me, yes. Thank you, Chair. Finance Officer, how long have you been at post?
Just 1 year.
1 year?
Yes, but I was already there as an accountant, assisting the district finance officer.
Okay. Then listen to me. The finance officer made a payment for goods and services totaling 176,000, which included a VAT component of 17,000. However, the suppliers did not issue VAT invoices to support the transaction, which is contrary to the provisions of the VAT Act. Looking at the trajectory, from 20th January 2024, you did a transaction without taking the VAT receipt. 5th February, you did same. 23rd April, you did same. And then the trajectory continue throughout the year, about 21 infractions. What is the implication of your conduct? Tell us the implication. You paying for goods and services without taking the VAT receipt from the supplier. What is the implication as a finance person? I want to know.
Honorable Chair, the implication is that you deny government from getting needed revenue.
So, government, you have denied, your conduct denies government from getting the needed revenue. Which same revenue will be given to you to run the assembly?
Honorable Chair,
I'm not done. I'm not done. You see, it is not the amount involved, but the conduct. You see, it is not one issue. Look at the trajectory. I can mention month after, I just don't want to waste the time of the committee. But look at the trajectory. Month upon month, you keep repeating the same thing. Please, if this was your own business, will you run it that way? And convince us why you should not be punished. Convince us why you should not be punished. Because you can't tell me this is just an oversight. This thing has repeated itself month upon month, transaction upon transaction. And the money we need to run the country, you are denying government, yet every quarter you are waiting for your common fund account to be credited. Should the government conjure from heaven? Talk to us. Why you shouldn't be punished?
Honorable Chair, the transaction, the lapse was not done deliberate. It wasn't, the lapse wasn't done deliberate.
The 21 infractions were not deliberate?
Yes, Honorable
Month
Chair.
upon month. Let's go through it. You listen. Let's go through it. I started with January 20th, 2024. You did same. You did a transaction to an amount of 13,400. There was no VAT receipt from the supplier. Then on the 5th of February, you did same, 5,000 transaction, no receipt. 23rd April, you did same, 15,000, no receipt. It continues. 19th April, you did a transaction, 8,769, no receipt. 30th June, you did it. 18th June, you did it. 2nd June, you did it. 2nd June again, you did the same thing. 2nd June, you did the same. Then 8th August, 2nd August, you did same. The same 2nd, you did it. 25th July, you did it. And it continues up to November 2024. No, November 26. And it is totaling 17,000 Ghana cedis. It's not a small amount. You see, so if you are here before us telling us that this was not deliberate, what was it? Talk to us.
The expenditure was done looking at the nature of our district. Some of them, there were cash payments that was made to our suppliers in the district. And the expenditure was done by giving out cash to them. If you look at it, you see most of them were snacks and what have you. So at the time of payment, the accountant couldn't collect the VAT receipts from them. until the audit issues.
Sir.
So when they...
Sir, the honorable member asked you. We don't need excuses here. Was it because you didn't know the job or you really didn't care? That's what we want to find out. Because from January to December, you made these mistakes all throughout. If you don't know the job, then we demote you, put you somewhere where you need to learn. Or you just didn't care. That's what we want to find out.
Mm-hmm. Honorable Chair, the receipts were not collected at the point of payment, which was supposed to be so. However, after the audit, the receipts were collected and presented to the auditors for their verification. But we know it was a lapse, and we don't intend to repeat such thing again.
But if auditors had not discovered it, what would have happened?
Honorable Chair, it will have been a loss to the government.
I like your honesty. You see, but for how long will we continue to do this? A businessman taking monies from the government, the component of the money that is to be given to the government, we are denying the government. Meanwhile, every quarter, finance officer, you go to the bank to check whether there's an alert. But you know, it is some of these monies that goes into the consolidated fund, which in turn being distributed or sent to the various assemblies and agencies to operate. So if we are siphoning the government in this manner, how do we think the government should operate? You see, although the money to you is nothing, it is not the quantum of the money, but the conduct, the negligence is the issue. You see?
Thank you, sir.
Auditors, they are saying they have paid, they have recovered the receipts. So it means once you are producing the receipts, the invoices, it means you are paying the money. Isn't it?
Yes, Honorable.
Have you taken the money?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Where is the evidence?
The evidence is the receipts, the VAT receipts.
Yes, Honorable Chair, they brought the VAT receipts or invoices that we have actually verified.
So, auditors, I want to ask, so the VAT receipt they brought, that they tally with the various company?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
All right, thank you. Northeast Gonja, you are finally discharged. Now, Sola is here, right? Sola District.
You want the Bible? Yes, the Quran. Okay.
Touching the matter in issue shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Please introduce yourself to the committee.
My name is Sinki Nasaka, the DC for Solar Tuna Kalba.
I'm Elias Atimbire, the District Coordinating Director, Solar Tuna Kalba.
I'm Idrissa Sulemana, the Finance Officer.
I am Muhammad Brahma, Internal Auditor.
Honorable Desmond Paytu handed that. Paragraph 525.
Thank you, Chairman. DC, may I know this infraction before me amount to 32,000, and it was withdrawn from PWD fund, Persons with Disability Fund. You withdraw that amount and then you transfer them into your IGF, dated 27th March 2024. As at 31st December 2024, auditors conducted this auditing. The money is still seated in your account, depriving its purpose or its intended purpose to be used for. Can you walk us through why this happened?
Thank you, Chairman. I would like my finance officer to respond to this.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman. The said money was money borrowed from the disability account to organize assembly meetings. But as the time they came, it was not paid back, but we later on paid it back to the account.
As at the time they came, the money has not been paid back,
yes.
But now it has been paid.
Yes, sir.
But first of all, let me find out from you. That money are supposed to use for a particular purpose, even though you've paid. But I want to know from you, why did you withdraw from that account, depriving them not to use? Why?
Honorable Chairman, you know, normally, they normally come with their, when their monies come, they come with their request for payment. But as the time they came, that budget was not there. But we're having some pressing issues. There were some conflict issues around the district. And then there was no way we could go than to borrow that money to buy some fuel for security personnel.
Auditors, can you confirm if it has been paid?
Honorable Chair, so subsequent to the AG's report, that is 21st of October 2025, they refunded the amount back into the PWD account.
Chair, let me leave for you. The rest you can take it on.
After they have refunded the money, have they disbursed to the people with disability?
Yes, we did so.
Well, when was that?
We did it around this year, somewhere in February. This year, February. No, February.
I want to find out again from you, in terms of conflicts, the security issues, have you been budgeted in your budget? Do you have a budget line for that?
No, there was no budget for that.
How did you manage to pay back?
Mr. Chair, you know, conflict, when there's no peace, as in peace is paramount. There's no any other thing if there's no peace. So that's why Monument thought it wise to do that.
I'm not against you using, I say, where did you get the money to pay back? That's what I want to. How did you pay? You say you pay back. Where? Which budget line did you use? Where did you get the money from? Tell us.
Okay, we did based on our recurrent, the common fund, we have a recurrent amount in the common fund. So it was based on some of our recurrent expenses that we used to pay it back.
Chairman.
Yes, please.
Thank you very much, Chairman. This year, these are monies allocated to persons with disability. They are vulnerable in the society. So are you telling us that you didn't have any, they don't have any activity to use this 32,000 Ghana cedi for? Persons with disability. And you have to go and borrow their little 32,000, pay back without interest. I don't understand.
Let me chip in. How long have you been in there? Those, apart from the DC, the rest. How long have you been there?
I've been there 6 months now.
3 years. Yeah, I was there. Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on this. You, the assemblies, you know what you do with the PWD account. I was in a different committee. We traveled throughout the country. We went to almost every district assembly. And when you go there, the amount of money, and auditors, please help us out. Find out how much they have sitting in this PWD account. And find out the number of people who benefit from these accounts. Most of the assemblies is maybe about 10, 15, 20. It's the same people who get amount of money every month. The same people who get that amount every month. There was a time that this Assembly Common Fund sent every assembly 5,000 cedis for them to have an album for all the PWDs. Only about 5 to 10% of the assemblies had that album. My committee, we would travel around the whole country. You go there and you ask them for them to give you the album, then they start scratching their hair. Then there was a conflict, and there was this. 5,000 take pictures of those people. They couldn't take it. And somebody alerted them that we, the MPs, were coming around. So they also organized with some placards. I won't mention the regions that we went to with the placards. We all know, but don't let me quote the Bible. Let's move on. This is solar, right? Okay, you guys are discharged. Let's go to East Gonja Municipality. East Gonja Municipal Assembly. Okay, what about Bali?
that the evidence I shall give before this committee touching the matter in issue shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Please sit down and introduce yourself to the committee. Only one microphone on at a time.
My name is Abdullah Mahmoud, the District Chief Executive, Bole.
My name is Chief Idisa Mahama, the Finance Officer, Bole District Assembly.
My name is Musa Boashir Abukari, the Internal Auditor.
My name is Baraka Osman, the Human Resource Manager.
All right, Honorable Ernestine will handle this issue, please.
Yeah, thank you, Chairman. Bole District, you have an infraction that has to do with disconnection of electricity at Jama Market. And if you run through the issues within the disconnection, the first question I would like to find out from you, this contractor that you engaged to work on this connection, was he an accredited ECG contractor?
Chairman, I will allow my DFO to handle that.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The contractor is an accredited NETCO contractor.
Okay, so if he was this accredited, how come he violated all these? One, the poles he used for the extension were substandard and not in accordance with prescribed specifications. Any accredited ECG subcontractor knows the standard poles to use. The second point, the distance from the power source to the market required a transformer, which was also not provided. So what did you check before awarding this contract to the contractor?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. All the items you have listed, the contractor executed the works based on the contract we gave him. In the contract, there was no transformer. He was not supposed to provide transformer.
So did you do your due diligence before working out such an agreement with a contractor? When you know, it's not just the two I mentioned. The third one, the service should have been a three-phase connection but was instead executed as a single phase. The next one, the connection was done without the requisite approval from NETCO. And you sit here and tell us that this contractor is an accredited one and the contract you signed with him indicated that he should do all these illegal things you are talking about.
Mr. Chairman, if you look at the nature of the project, it is not an electrification project. It is like taking power from one point to another, and it is not for domestic consumption. We wanted to take power to the market by putting street lights. The light was not taken there for even the market stores. In the night, when the market people are around, the place is usually dark. So we decided to take power from point A to the marketplace where they can have electricity to brighten the place when night falls.
Okay. Auditors, can you confirm the assertion he's making? Because from what they are saying, it is quite different from all the things that you've cited here. So can you run the committee through what should have been done as against what they did?
Honorable Chair, what we can say to this matter is that the reconnection has been done now. When NETCO came, I think the impression was that the connection that had been done was for the community, but specifically it was for the market. And so because what had been done was not, how may I put it, adequate for the community, they decided to disconnect them until I think that they were able to resolve the matter, and then the reconnection now has been done.
So, auditors, can you then confirm that their assertion is right?
I didn't really get the assertion that they were making. I don't know what kind of assertion they actually are making.
From what they indicated, the contractor followed due process and went strictly according to what was supposed to be done. But here, your report indicates that for all these four things you indicated, they went in at variance with what was supposed to be done. And they are saying that from their original estimation and due diligence, this was what should have been done. But you have also indicated that, yes, substandard poles, the distance issues, the 3-phase into 1-phase, and also the connection was also done without, what is worrying here is without the approval from NETCO. So is it that they went ahead to do this project without NETCO's approval, or they did not need the approval from NETCO?
Yes, so this, what we have actually indicated in the report is a basis for the disconnection by NETCO. So it's quite different from the agreement they reached out with the contractor. The contractor, what the contractor was supposed to do is what he did. But then there was some misunderstanding on the part of NETCO. NETCO thought that it was a connection for the entire community and not the market. And if that is the case, then what has been done is not enough. So then they went ahead to disconnect it. But later on, they were able to resolve that matter. And
so you confirmed that
yes.
the assembly did what was required of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That is the point I wanted to establish. Okay, thank you. So, Chair, I'll move on to the next infraction, which has to do with 417 on earned salaries for the same assembly. Yes, so, Bolly, the auditors cited you once again for unearned salaries. And in their report, they indicated that 3 staff of the Bolly District Assembly who proceeded on steady leave without approval received unearned salaries amounting to 146,968.33 from October 2023 to September 2024. Can you confirm if the officers that validated these officers are still at post?
Mr. Chairman, none is still at post.
Have you complied with the recommendation of the auditors?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Have you been able to recover the entire 146,968.33 Ghana cedis?
No, Mr. Chairman.
Then you have not complied with the auditor's recommendation, because the auditors were clear that you should recover the entire 146,968. How much of it has been recovered?
We have recovered 78,000.
Auditors, can you confirm if 78,000 has been recovered to date?
Yes, Honorable Chair, we can confirm that 78,500 has been recovered into the Aegis Recoveries account.
MC, what steps have you taken to recover the balance?
Okay. Yes, the officers in charge, when I took over, contacted them, and we drew a roadmap such that every month we agreed that they should be paying at least 13% of the amount paid to them, but so that by the end of this year, the payment will have been completed.
Where are these officers now? Where are they?
They are outside the country.
So how did you contact these officers?
Yes, by their phone calls. We have their WhatsApp that we do communicate. I think the last one that made payment was somewhere in March. So we are in touch with them.
March 2026 or 2025?
9th March 2026.
Do you have a signed payment plan with these people?
No, please. We just contacted them orally and they have agreed to go by that.
I think this is not right. Since these officers have been cited and they are expected to pay, there should be a signed agreement, at least between the assembly and themselves, because you have an oral agreement with them. Tomorrow you are not at post. How do we ensure we get these monies?
Chairman, the challenge is that as we speak, all of them, I think 2 of them in Canada, 1 in US. So getting them here to have that written agreement is a big challenge to us.
Do you have their immediate family members here?
Yes, please.
And do you have all the guarantors on file?
No, please.
You see, these people, these 3 have proceeded on steady leave without approval, received unearned salaries amounting to 146,000. This was from October 2023 to September 2024. Who at the assembly was validating these people to receive their salaries?
The then coordinating director was responsible for that.
What is the name of that coordinating director?
He's called Adam Habib.
Adam what?
Habib.
Is he still working for the government?
Yes, please.
Okay. Now, he knew they were out of the country, and he was validating them.
Chairman, the officer is not here, so I'm not able to answer for him.
Yeah, he's not here, but I'm going to give a ruling on it.
So, as part of the recommendations, the auditors recommended that your former DCD, MCE, pays this amount, and these people are still here, not outside the country. So, have you contacted them to pay this money?
Chairman, there was 2 conditions there, that the officers involved in this be made to pay that amount, or the coordinating director and the DFO should be made to pay this. When we contacted the officers who have left, they agreed that they were going to pay it. And that's where we came out with those oral arrangements, that they should be paying a certain percentage of it, so that by the close of 2026, we might have finished with such arrangement.
Look, whether the former DFO likes it or not, he was benefiting from this. And the DFO was who again? I'm sorry.
The DFO currently is with me.
Who was the DFO who validated these? He's the one sitting over here.
No, Mr. Chairman, me sitting here as a DFO, I don't have anything to do with the payroll of the MMDAs, because I work for Controller and Accountant General Department.
Who was validating these people?
Yes, the validators are the assembly staff, the coordinating director, and 2 any other staff. I am not responsible for the validation of the MMDA salaries.
It says failure of which the DFO and salary validators should refund the money. So I want those who validated these people. Those are the ones we need to go after. Those who are outside the country, hey, were they validating themselves? Somebody sitting here in Ghana knew they were gone. So MC, right? DC. Go after those people. Write letters to them. that they are responsible to pay these amounts, and you give them 30 days to come and pay this amount or make arrangements to pay these amounts, otherwise we'll go to court. And you say they still work for the government.
Yes, sir. They still work for the government.
A bed, the beer. And they get their pay from Controller and Accountant General.
Yes, sir.
That is the ruling. Write letters to these people.
Well guided, sir. We'll do that.
They were the ones validating these people. And if they don't pay within 30 days, they will have to come and make an arrangement with you to make sure that they have to have a payment plan. If not, we will garnish everything that they have. This is becoming too much. They connive with these people and validate them.
Well noted, sir.
The next one is on for Honorable Roosevelt Hotoje.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, there are issues has to do with cash irregularity. The information here is that your revenue officers take more salaries than they mobilize. For a whole year, their salary, annual salary, was 38,303. That is for Jacob Pole. And then for Aminatu Yakubu, is 35,207. But Aminatu mobilized for the whole year only 1,000 Ghana for the assembly. And Pole mobilized only 4,440 cedis. But he ended up taking 38,000 plus. Meanwhile, Regulation 46 of the Public Financial Management Regulations 2019, LI 2378, requires that the principal spending officer of a covered entity must ensure that non-tax revenue is collected effectively and efficiently. In this vein, why do you think you should not be cited for cash irregularity, or why do you think you should not be dealt with for cheating government?
Yes. I think this DFO will be the best to explain this to us.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The issue under consideration is that for Jacob Pole, when I went to the district, he wasn't too well. Health issue was he had a motor accident where his effectiveness was compromised. For Aminata was assigned to the market, and according to her, she had been in that market for over 5 years. So she has become so familiar with the market women in such a way that she's no more longer effective. So what I did was that I think I took over not quite long, this audit report came out. I took over in the middle of 2004. So what I did was that I
2004?
2024, sorry. So what I did was that I did a revenue target for them by reassigning Amina to Mandari. And as we speak, she's doing well. But Jacob, as I speak, is still not well. And we are still trying to see how we can be able to get a replacement for him.
Is that the only measures you put in place to ensure that efficiency is injected into your revenue mobilization efforts?
No, Mr. Chairman.
Which other measures have you put in place?
Other measures I put in place is by effective monitoring system. You know, those days before I took over, revenue collectors could take days without even reporting. Even entries into your cash books was also an issue. I brought all of them under a roof. I trained them how to do the recording. And with the recording and effective monitoring, it has also increased. Based on that, I was able to give them the projections, how much each person is supposed to collect for a year. And it is working perfectly well for us. Thank you.
So are you telling us that in your district assembly, you have only 2 revenue officers? Aminata and Poli. Aminata and Poli.
Honorable Chair, these are the only 2 permanent collectors, but we have 9 commission collectors.
You see, I'm not asking you to get rid of these 2 people. They could be reassigned to do something else. I mean, Aminatu Yakubu, she has it very well, or she must be very well connected. She gets paid 35,000 cedis a year, and every week she collects 20 cedis. What kind of job? I will get that job, collect the rates. 1 week, I bring you 20 cedis. 1 week, I bring you 20 cedis. A whole year, she brings in 1,000. Sir, 1,000. Now she has told you that she's very familiar in the market. To give credit to Honorable ABA Fuzeni, he says when a lion frequents the market very often, they would treat it like a sheep. Master, don't you think there's some money? I'm not accusing anybody of stealing, but don't you think you need to change face over there? Or that one too, somebody in Accra has to write a letter and order you to do that.
Honorable Chair.
Yes, sir.
I think in my earlier submission, I indicated that she has been reassigned to Mandari. And
to what?
Mandari is a community under Bole District.
To collect?
To collect revenue.
Let me ask you, how much is she bringing it now?
When I was reviewing the first quarter of this year,
yes,
she has collected a little above 40,000.
A little above 40,000.
Yes. When I reassigned her to Mandari.
So she's collecting more than her pay.
She's collecting more than her pay.
Now, did you need, you see, this is my worry. Did you need an auditor to come and tell you that this is insane and that you need to change?
Mr. Chairman, the issue of taking over an office is what is accounting for some of these things. You take over an office and the lapses that you inherited, you try to address them one after the other.
But you were there in 2024.
I got there in the middle of 2024.
You were there for the audit and you saw what was going on.
And this audit, I also thank them very well for highlighting some of these things for me, because the audit has actually made my work very easy.
Master, if your house is dirty and you need somebody to come from outside to come and tell them, Master, you live in a dump, then maybe you need to change your glasses.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
So I want follow up. These 2 people, are they on contract or they are drawing salary from the?
Mr. Chair, I earlier indicated that they are the only 2 revenue collectors we have on our payroll.
Bolly, you are discharged. Now, do we have any other assembly school, or you are all of you are just friends, right? Okay. Bolly, we'll be keeping an eye on these two people. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
And we've come to the end of the day. And we'll be back again tomorrow. Same time tomorrow. And we have more assemblies and some schools to attend to tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Ranking. So this brings proceedings for today to an end. Tomorrow we are hoping to meet Upper East, Upper West, and those who were not able to make it from Northeast, Savannah, and Northern regions. And if tomorrow we sit, that should bring an end to our proceedings.